Hi guys, welcome to Theme Park Bros episode 8. Shooter McGavin here. Shooter McGavin.
Is it 8?
It is episode 8. Welcome back to another fun episode of Theme Park Bros, where we bring the thrill to you.
I don't know if that's our slogan. I don't think that's I don't know about that one.
Still thinking about that.
Everyone just kind of like
put that one on the back burner.
Put your suggestions down there. We're scrapping that one. No, but welcome back. I think we have a pretty good episode lined up for you guys.
We're not off to a hot start, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you keep your mouth shut. I think we got quite a bit of news updates since we've last talked. We don't have.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm giving you
what we were talking about before the podcast, and you said news. I thought you said something else. We'll scrap all this.
We've got some news.
So my mind was somewhere else. So all right, keep going.
We've got some news planned. Okay, cancel. Also, it was Austin Edwards. It was your birthday a few days ago.
It was, yay! My birthday.
I heard you survived.
I survived. I turned 25. It's a miracle. I made it this far.
You're a quarter of a way to 100, dude.
You're a quarter there.
Halfway to 50. How does it feel?
It feels pretty great. Gotta hit that life insurance here soon.
Get off the family plan in a year.
Yeah.
You
can now rent a car without having to pay extra rental fees.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's time to go rent a Lamborghini, boys.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know if you can afford that, but
for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, okay? Just 30 minutes.
I don't know if you can afford that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, another thing is we wanted to plan on posting on Sundays, but as you know, our schedules are all over the place too. Cam just got a new job, whoop whoop. So it's tough, but we try our best.
So did B. Don't let.
That's true. He did. My bad, B.
Oh, good.
But we're still intending for that Sunday post for YouTube, podcast, Apple. So just best way to follow that, like Austin says, is click that bell, subscribe. I don't know. You did it last time. I can't remember how you say it.
That bell to be notified when we post. Anything happens, hit that bell. Subscribe.
You look like a ghost.
Do I?
Yeah.
Spooky.
Casper.
Let me see.
But yeah, or follow our Instagram, follow our social media platforms at Theme Park Bros. That'll is the best way to honestly to stay notified of when we post. It's usually at least once a week. So follow that as well. We do have merchandise. We are up. I think they look good. I already got mine. I already ordered a shirt and a sticker. We got tees. We got sweatshirts. We got
everything.
Tank tops. We got stickers.
Well, man, everything. But
so
clothing for all types of weather. So
exactly.
No excuses.
No excuses
not to have something. We have short sleeves. We have hoodies. We have anything your heart desires.
So we'll put
maybe
that.
Not. We're not that far, but
let us know your heart desires. We'll see what we can do. So I'll include the link in the description below. And with that all said, let's go into the news. I'm gonna start things off with Disneyland. So there's been a lot of things I feel like juggling around these last couple of weeks with Disneyland. So they just got, I think was it like a clearance with parentheses around clearance today to open in a way?
Not really. They kind of got guidelines. So like basically, basically what California was saying was that boardwalks and like mini theme park, so like basically like fun spot, like if they have a fun spot there, I think that could open. So like
about just Pixar Pier. Can they just open Pixar Pier? That's it.
Part of Disneyland.
I mean, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just
open Pixar Pier.
Call California.
You can only go there.
So yeah, so right now I think right now they're starting orange like their tiers.
Is yellow like
bunch of colors. It's like I don't know. Yellow is for Disneyland and like Universal and Six Flags. In SeaWorld. But orange is well, yeah, Orange is like everything's smaller. So like boardwalks can open, piers can like pier if they have like the stuff at the pier, all that can open up if I'm right.
I think so.
And
25% capacity.
But I did hear that in order for Orange County to get to yellow tier so Disneyland all that stuff can open, they need to have Orange County in general needs to have only 32 like people test positive a day, and today they hit I think it was like 200 something. So I don't know if that's going to be very realistic because I feel like now COVID is just going to be a thing that people get. I think eventually it's going to be like the flu. It might not be eventually as serious where it's like, oh, we have flu season. Like COVID, I think might just be around. So I think 32 is kind of like a crazy number. Like
2021 is what we're looking at.
It's like a really like, yeah, it's a really crazy number where I feel like they could be like, oh, if we only have, 150 each day, like they could open because God knows how many people here test. I guarantee it's over 32 people.
It's gonna be like it's just kind of it's crazy to me. Like there's Disney World that gets way more guests in a typical day that Disneyland gets, and look at the procedures and guidelines of what they're doing. I think at this point, like you just have to trust.
Yeah, you have to trust
Disney. You have to trust them. I think like if they have everything set in place, which I would assume they would, that's the governors going against it, and I don't know, A-Dog or B, do you have anything about that?
I mean, if they do open Disneyland, the thing is they'd also have to open the SeaWorlds. They'd have to open the Universals. And even if Disneyland can abide by the same guidelines that Disney World has and keeps everybody with their masks on, the same can't be said with Universal and SeaWorld and Six Flags especially.
Yeah.
So
Six Flags probably doesn't.
That's the big thing right there is making sure everybody else can be on board with it.
So Disneyland kind of gets screwed.
Yeah.
Because they're in the same group as the others.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though like Universal and Universal and Disneyland are in Brown County. I think up here. Orange County.
Brown County, whoa.
I've never heard of Brown County.
Whoa, what kind of...
Universal's part of, I don't know what LA's counties are, but it's definitely not in Orange County. So, it is? Well, Anaheim, I feel like it's going to be something different.
I don't know how big Orange County is. I mean,
exactly.
It could be huge.
So we'll see. All of our guesses are probably off. I mean, I might be the closest. December. But maybe we can always pick dates for 2021.
We probably have to.
I'm thinking it's gonna be 2021 before it's.
Yeah, it's maybe when it
It'll
opens,
be March.
we're gonna have A-Dog rent us a car since he can rent us. we can take.
If he can rent a car.
That's true. I can as well.
See?
I didn't know you're 25. I thought you were the same age as me, 24.
No, sir. We grown men in this lobby.
I feel like a baby.
I did see they announced today that Universal Studios is opening in Beijing. Did you guys see that at all? No, it was recent. I watched the video that the promo for it. It looks pretty dope.
They have Isla Nublar there.
Yeah, they have that. They have a Transformers area with it's like the Tron or it's like the Hulk coaster, but it's called like the Decepticoaster. So
that's
it looks pretty sweet. And then they have like a storm type ride with
the only thing that will bring me there is, do they have Fast and Furious?
No.
Well, then I'm not going.
Or Shrek 4D.
That's even a bigger.
They have Shrek 5D there.
But they do have a
Shrek comes out and eats you.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
It wasn't that funny.
Out to me, Swamp.
He just bumps out at you. It's like the David Pumpkin skit where he's like sitting behind you in the chair. But they do have a Kung Fu Panda themed area.
Really?
Yeah, it looks kind of.
What kind of rides are there?
There's like a little water ride. Kind of seems like a Pirates of the Caribbean type slow moving water ride. And then they have a Minions area. And then
I wish we had more of a Minion area here.
I know. Universal.
I mean, I like Despicable Me. I wouldn't be we need. I wouldn't be there every day.
Just there,
it
needs its own little area.
It has to be with the success the movies have had.
Oh yeah, I feel like you could don't get me wrong.
Secret Life of Pets, dude, that slaps, dude. Secret Life of Pets, dude. They have a ride.
they haven't.
They're right in California.
Yeah.
Supposed
Well,
to.
and then like I feel like if they had any chance of putting that in like a Minions area, I think they'd have to get rid of Simpsons and use that area as its.
No, I think they would get rid of, as much as I hate to say it, ET.
Oh yeah, because it's backed by
Or just
Barney
the-
and
or
It
just
would
the-
Woodpecker.
fit perfect. It would fit perfectly.
Or keep ET and just get rid of that whole kid area.
That's true too.
And get rid of the animal actors. There's no reason for that to be there.
Yeah, I've never ever went to that show. I thought
And
they
they're
were
still
done.
doing it right now, which is
Yeah.
weird. I didn't think they would be doing it, but
Animals gotta get paid too, dude. Animals gotta get paid too.
them boys grinding. They
they
got.
gotta
Yeah.
eat.
They got rent to pay, dude.
Back to Beijing's Universal, and their City Walk looks pretty dope too.
Yeah,
I like how the globe was like in the center of like the whole like entertainment area,
and not just like off to the side.
off to the side, which is still fine, but just look a different look. And their Jurassic World area looks sweet, like their indoor like Discovery area, like you have like pterodactyls and stuff flying around. I don't know if it's gonna be real pterodactyls, but we'll find out. But in their camp, like the Camp Cretaceous or the kids camp area looks pretty sweet. And then they have the Jurassic World ride that Universal Hollywood has as well. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be cool.
that's cool.
Some short updates. Doesn't look like Tron might not get finished in time for the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom.
No, it's a 2022.
I know that.
I don't think that's gonna happen. No.
There's no way.
I feel like they're.
No,
I
the
feel
thing
like
is,
they'll-
the thing is, I was, I drove by the other day, like to see, and like the only reason I kind of think it might be true is that whole like we're all like the walkway between space and that, and like the whole like floor and like outside, like that area is nothing's done, which that doesn't take long. Like
Yeah.
they could probably do that in a month or two if they wanted to. But there was panels open in the back, and I mean, I don't know what the finished product's supposed to look like, but it didn't look like it was gonna be. It didn't look like it was like anywhere near. But 2022 does seem far off. Like that's still
Yeah,
a whole year and 3 months or 2.5 months. Like where I feel like
They gotta like finish it all and then do like a bunch of testing and stuff like that.
literally
But that's
like
their big attraction for Magic Kingdom is Tron.
Huge,
And so
like, there's
not
money
having
there.
that would be a huge bummer for people
Yeah.
that are trying to go.
yeah. I mean, I
Not
saw they started
getting
getting.
on Rise of Resistance is a huge bummer.
Well, they started doing
Every day.
they started doing the canopies, building the canopies. But Austin does have a point. Like when the easiest part is like getting the track and all that, but then after like all the other like the artsy stuff and getting like the actual landscaping of it, it's gonna be like the stuff that takes the longest. Setting up the queue and
I still think they'll be fine. I think that's just
There's a
something
lot-
that
yeah,
they
there's a lot of
created
time.
just for some controversy.
there's a lot of time left. Austin, you probably know more about this because you see it every day when you drive to backstage. But I saw they're making a lot of progress on the Star Wars Resort.
Whoa, man. Whoa, man.
Give us some deets.
You can't.
I'm the only responsible one here. I'm just kidding.
That's against code.
With aerial views, I saw
I'm gonna be fired
they have
up.
a basic skeleton of the ship, and if you ever want to, it's going to cost $1,600 a night to stay. So it's like
No shot.
that's like
You know how many teas we have to sell?
You know how many
for just
teas
one of it, yeah.
Well, how much is like Polynesian bungalow? That's at least $1,000.
Yeah, it's around that
That's
much.
also, yeah. But like the thing is, like, I think you don't leave that.
And you pay for, and you're
Like, you
paying
pay
that
for the
whole
experience.
experience is going to be pretty like amazing. But I'll
That
have
better
to.
be for 6
It's already booked up. For
You better get a real lightsaber out of that.
That's how you open your door.
You have to like cut
Yeah.
it through.
Chewbacca comes by with a towel service.
Towel service, little Jawas. It's gonna be cool, but I'm gonna have to live through it through the powers of YouTube. So I won't be able to experience it probably myself. Another small thing that I think the last thing I can really think of is that with Universal announcing Super Nintendo World, I think Japan. They opened up like the actual quick service restaurant in like a little area of the shop where you can go and get merchandise and some of the testing products, I guess. They have like these pancake
cafe and shop.
things, like these pancake, like full, it looks like a taco with like a lot of
Right.
I don't
Right.
know. Yeah,
Hmm.
A thinly sliced pancake.
it's like in the shape of like a Mario and Luigi hat.
What is this guy laughing about?
And dude, you beats me.
I don't know.
I thought you were laughing at something else.
Okay.
Man's just gone, dude.
His mind goes somewhere else. We don't know.
But I think that's all the major things that I can think of in regards to what's happening. Unless if you guys have anything that you can think of, anything that you've heard on the grapevine.
I can think of.
Did you know?
Did you random fact?
Oh, People Mover. The renovation keeps getting pushed back.
Darn it!
You mean it's never coming back? Is that what you mean?
It probably won't at this rate, unfortunately.
They're just gonna
RIP
connect it.
People Mover.
They're gonna connect it to Tron.
That's gonna be
Maybe it
the,
has something to do
the
with
ride
it. Who
queue.
knows?
It's the ride queue.
You actually take the People Mover to get into the queue.
Yeah, you have to take the people move around a couple times until your boarding group's ready.
I saw they put up a nice wall, a themed wall for blocking off
Small World?
Yeah,
That whole area, though, is just
so bad.
awful. It's
Well,
so
it's so
packed now.
tight. Like even like without the, I feel like. Well, I don't know since I haven't been there, but I feel like even with the,
Well, what's bad is Peter Pan's flight, like that gets so backed up, and they don't even have stanchions. They just have markers outside, and so it'll wrap around in that area where people are trying to walk, and so there's no social distancing to be had because everybody's either walking or you're literally walking right past somebody that's standing in line.
Yeah,
It just doesn't make any sense. Like they need to start doing virtual queues for certain rides.
yeah.
Just
well, you
like
saw that
Universal's
they're doing that for I think
for Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon and the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jungle
Jungle
Cruise always
Cruise just
gets
because of the
long.
queue.
It always. That's like we said in another episode. That is the worst queue. One of the worst queues.
Someone told me today that they should open up the queue for Rise. Just have it be standby. Just said let it be standby.
Ruin the
I think that line would be
experience.
ridiculous.
It'd be like wrapped around the whole park a couple times maybe.
I like how we just see like nose up. Universal hit capacity too. I saw this last weekend.
I had it for a
Before
couple
noon.
days.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
It's crazy. And
Still
then
I was there on Saturday.
how was it?
Honestly, having a couple virtual queues definitely helped.
So they're going back to virtual queues, or did they always
So,
have?
it's like a
so depending on how busy it is,
Oh.
that's how many virtual queues they'll have open. So there's days where if it's not busy, they'll only have a virtual queue open for Jimmy Fallon, just because that started off as a virtual queue only. Even though if it's short, like you can just walk on, they won't care.
Yeah.
But if you see there's virtual queues for Despicable Me, for The Mummy, I've even seen for Jurassic Park. That means it's going to be a super busy day.
yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
Don't go.
Mhm.
Star Wars today. Star Tours. I saw on
60
JoJo's
minutes.
60 minutes. It was wild.
It always
Why?
gets 60 minutes in the morning, so like when the park first opens, 60 minutes. Rock and Roller Coaster, we post like 70, 80 minutes, and we sometimes cut the line off.
I would never wait 60 minutes for Star Wars. 15 minutes max.
Yeah, exactly.
20 minutes if I know if I'm going to be a rebel spy. But I think that's it. I think we had a good. I think that's all we have. So we're gonna start our segment off. I'll let B kind of take the reins here because this was all his idea. So, the floor is yours.
All right, well, thank you. So we've been talking a lot about Disney lately on the last few podcasts. So this one, we're going to focus a little more on Universal. As you guys know, it's getting very close to Halloween. We're a little less than 2 weeks away. So we wanted to talk a little bit about Horror Nights since we haven't been able to really, other than a few new segments on it. But this segment we want to make, we're actually creating our own scare zone for one, creating our own haunted house, or at least giving the idea for a haunted house. And then the third thing we're doing is just naming our favorite Horror Nights haunted house that we have been in so far. So I think it'll be cool. None of us have told each other what our ideas are. So
Should let Edwards go first.
No, please don't.
looks like at this rate we're gonna have Edwards go
Oh,
first.
He just put it on upside down.
Yep. Start us off, Edwards. What's it
Okay.
gonna be? Name your.
It's pretty easy. This isn't as in depth as we did for our own area in Disney.
No, it won't be that in depth.
Okay.
It'll be a cool idea.
What do I start out with?
Your house.
We're all
just
gonna
kinda
do
like what
your
you
own
want.
house first.
Just kind of
Okay.
like what you want for a house. Or what you
Theming, we're gonna go with Shrek. Shrek's the theme.
want. Ooh,
Oh boy.
fun
Okay,
house.
so if you ever been in a Halloween Horror Nights house, you know there's like this long hallway you go in before you get into the actual house.
Me and B remember you getting scared
Yeah,
now.
like there's
Before
a lot
we
of
even got
noises.
into that
I
hallway.
didn't even
Yeah.
know when it started.
That was the best reaction ever.
There was loud noises, didn't know what was happening. Okay.
I've never seen a grown man shake like that before.
The rest of
Edward?
the house, easy peasy.
God, that man.
All right,
what-
All right, so back to my
yeah.
Shrek house, okay, guys? Back to the Shrek house. So, in the Horror Nights, you go down.
Now,
this
Steve, hold on,
long
hold
hallway.
With your Shrek, I need, since you're doing Shrek, I really need you to kick. How is this gonna be? I really
You
need
should
you to
have
kick
it
it
be
in
in a
Trying
swamp.
to
detail.
explain the
Have
part.
it be in a
I'm
swamp.
gonna close my eyes and I want to feel like I'm there. Okay.
Okay, so you know you go down the hallway there.
hmm
There's gonna be the Shrek porta potty. It's gonna be at the end of that hallway.
Oh, I like
and then you take a right. Then you're in the swamp, and it's a little dark out there in the swamp.
I'm picturing. I can see it.
Right, and then
I could smell it.
yeah, and then you don't see anything. You just see the swamp. Then you just hear Shrek's voice in the background. What you doing in my swamp? And then you go past that room. That's it. And then you go further into the woods, and you know how Robin Hood pops out. Robin Hood pops out there, and is it the Three Merry Men or whatever? Three Merry Men, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too. Okay, so those Robin Hood and the Three Merry Men pop out, and then they scare you there when you're just getting into the woods, and
They start singing the YMCA.
then they do. You just hear YMCA in the background, and then they just pop out.
I love that.
And then after you get past them, you go deeper into the woods. See some other mythical creatures. You see some fairies. And you see Pinocchio just chilling on a stump over there. And then his nose grows because he lies.
Pops
He
out.
doesn't lie. And then,
Can we get dragon?
okay, we haven't got there yet. After the Pinocchio part, you get to the lair, the dungeon thing.
Ooh.
And then you go through like the center gate, and then like there's like a huge dragon head, like the size of Kong
Ooh.
head
Oh, wow.
there. Yeah, ooh, we're getting expensive.
Spicy.
And then
Using all of the budget right now.
the whole entire budget.
Shrek, here, take my
It's
money.
Shrek,
And then-
it's just Shrek night in Universal.
It's
They
the
use a
only haunted house that year.
Shrek theme Horror Nights. And then once you get past the dragon there, you see Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey, and then well, actually no, cut that part.
Oh, scrapping it.
You get past the dragon. There's like a
It's
bed
not
there.
supposed to be a good ending to this house. Like it's supposed to be a scary.
There's
Are
a-
they
there's
getting
a-
married at the end?
They do. It's a scary one.
That's a scary wedding.
They're ogres, okay? That's scary. Okay, so she's on the bed there, and then she like pops up and scares you,
Oh,
and then you get past that, and then Shrek and Fiona are ogres at the end, and then there's a
Damn. Is that it? That's your house?
I feel like another thing you should add is like in the
and
hallway
then
scene.
okay, so like you know how at the monsters house how there's like Frankenstein at the very end.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a life-size donkey there,
Lifestyle.
Like a real donkey?
like a real donkey, and then that's it. That's my.
Is he just gonna say, "You want some waffles"?
They're just gonna get like their branding iron and just get it to like make a yeehaw. I can just see that tunnel that you walk down. I just picture the
Porta potty.
outhouse and then Shrek just
There's
like pops out.
There's like a spotlight on the porta potty at the end of the tunnel. At the
And
end
then
of
can we have All Star
Is-
playing?
the.
Like a creepy version of All Star.
Yeah, like a Marilyn Manson version.
No,
Hey,
Lord
now.
Farquaad.
No Lord Farquaad. He's in the Shrek 2 house.
Oh.
He's in the Shrek. That's for next year.
Yeah, when he tortures the gingerbread man, and
Yeah. Oh. Can we
that's
have
gonna be a whole
giant,
different house. That's
a
a whole
giant
different house.
dingy.
All right, so let's now
Lord.
your scare zone.
Oh god,
Perfect.
that's just scare zone too. Okay,
Doesn't have to be that crazy. Just like talk about things that like scare, like pop up to scare people.
can I just put like the Shrek mythical creatures in there, like the fairies and the other things? I don't know what other things that were in the movie. It's been
Like
a
the
while.
villains.
The villains, I guess.
Yeah.
The fairy godmother.
Yeah, and
Lord Farquaad.
oh, actually,
Just a tiny person dressed as
it's
Lord
all the
Farquaad.
the knights around Lord Farquaad's castle. You know when
How the guy
Shrek
that
was doing
says
the
like
wrestling
number
match?
2?
Yeah, and he
When
beats all
Shrek
of them.
was doing the wrestling match, yeah, that's my scare zone area.
Can you have like the executioner guy that goes like, pick number 3, my lord?
Or the 3 blind mice.
Just
with
walk
canes.
around.
Walk around canes hitting people.
Oh, I like it. All right. Then what was your favorite house last year?
Or whatever year.
Or this year?
This year.
Or this year.
Yeah, basically. Let's see. The It house was pretty it was really good. It was detailed, but my favorite one,
The what?
The It House?
the It house,
You
Did
went
you
in
go 2
it.
years ago?
or not the It house. Oh god, what's the one where
Killer
with
Clowns?
They were at It House.
the Keegan, Mike, and the Keegan.
Oh, Us.
Us?
Us, yeah, not It, Us. Okay, so the
Oh,
Us
okay.
house was the most detailed, and that's pretty cool. But I did like Ghostbusters. I mean,
That was a good one. It was a fun one, just like Shrek.
I didn't get to go to the Killer Clowns one, or there's wasn't there like a Yeti or Sasquatch one or something?
Oh, you missed it. Those were
Yeti
so
was
good.
pretty good.
I missed that one. I know.
Killer Clown, you never had to wait. And Yeti wasn't that bad of a wait either.
No.
Graveyard Games was way too long. Shouldn't be that long of a house. I hated it.
Well, on that note, I'll go then. I thought Graveyard Games was the best
Oh,
house.
Ooh, he's starting off.
you missed
Yeah.
your house that you're supposed to make.
Well, no, I'm going to transition right into
Okay,
that
alright,
since we were
alright.
talking down about it.
Oh, okay.
But no, Graveyard Games was the best. Like, it was such a long house. There were so
Yeah.
many different themes, scare actors. There was always a
They have the
time
bird
that you'd
people
get
in it?
scared.
No, that was the Nightingale one.
Yeah, that was.
Nightingale.
Oh,
that
that
one
one's
smelled.
creepy.
But yeah, no matter if you were in the front, middle, or back, that house was so long that I felt like you were going to get scared at least at some point.
Yeah.
I did like
Um,
the beginning of Graveyard Games because there's like a dude there just like talking to you and stuff.
Right. The worst part about the house is the walk back after. So if that's what you actually were referring to, then I'll give it to you on that, since that was like a mile walk
It
back
was.
to civilization.
It was a mile back.
But yeah, honestly, like, because I've been the last 3 years to Horror Nights, but I think that was the best house in those last 3 years.
Really?
But the first Stranger Things house that they had in 2018 was very good as well. Way better than last year's. But so yeah, that was my favorite house. If I were to create one though, I would make a Goosebumps themed one.
Ooh.
Darn
Since
it.
I didn't think
Goosebumps
about
was
that.
my favorite TV show as a kid. Like, I always watched it at my grandparents' house. Like,
The
on
books were lit.
Sundays, I had
Oh,
all the
nice.
books. Got so many of them at home.
read
But yeah,
them.
it would be a Goosebumps themed haunted house. Since Slappy is one of the main
Slappy.
characters, I would kind of have him be like the ruler of it, and he would kind of narrate it like he took over, kind of like the
The movie.
the movie, but in a more scary way. So
Yeah.
like he would bring out all the different Goosebumps monsters, and then we'll just have different rooms pertaining to those monsters.
Like you're going to the books.
Exactly. And then we can have like the monster blood, the green blood, like all over the place, like dripping from the ceiling, like just
That'd
a
be
bunch of
cool.
different elements from the books, just in a scarier way.
Okay,
Yeah.
will there be like a drip bucket to collect the extra goo because we don't want any slipping hazards, no lawsuits.
Thinking of the people.
There'll be a drain right there.
All right, that's fair
You're like one of those fountains or just recycles.
Yeah, right.
enough.
But yeah, and then I think like it would be super cool like to have the Goosebumps theme like playing as like you're walking
Music,
down that
yeah.
main hallway. But yeah, then just hearing like Slappy's laugh and all that stuff would be really cool. So that would be my house.
That'd be cool.
For a scare zone, that was really tough to think about because I feel like a
was.
lot of them they've done very well, and it's hard to find something that they could do as well as ones they've already thought of. Mine isn't as much a horror movie. It's more so like a fantasy thriller. So I was thinking of Pan's Labyrinth area. I've only seen it once, honestly, and it was years ago, so I don't fully remember.
I've never seen it, but I've remember seeing like the trailer. Look, isn't there like a big actor? I feel like there's a big actor in that movie. I don't know.
Yeah, there's one actor that like he always it's hard to see what he looks like because he's constantly in these scary movies, but like with huge makeup
Special
and
effects.
like special effects on, so you never know what he actually looks like. He's just a tall, skinny white dude. But they have a bunch of different mythical creatures and like just a bunch of that, and I feel like that'd be super cool to have in a scare zone. Just people that would like tower over you at like 6'6", just looking down at you
That'd be
and
cool.
all that.
Like
So
the
that would
girls
be-
in the Anarcade.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be my idea for a scare zone.
That'd be cool.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, but if I had a secondary idea for a house, it'd definitely be just Edwards dressed as David S. Bumpkins around every corner.
It'd just be a pitch black house with like spotlights popping up.
You need to go on Tower of Terror with that on and do a David S. Pumpkins
If I could ever get back into Hollywood Studios.
if you can ever get back. Just go on your break.
Yep, just going. I'll just have my suit and my backpack.
They definitely would notice you.
You wouldn't.
All right, Cam. I think
With that 65-minute wait.
Mine.
I don't think my break's that long.
who wants to? You and me? You or me?
You go.
Ooh.
Okay, so with Halloween Horror Nights technically not happening this year.
How dare you? It happened this year. I was there. I witnessed it.
Anyways, I was thinking about when everything's all over, they can make one big, like I was excited for what they're going to do for their anniversary of 30 years, but I was hoping that they could incorporate Islands of Adventure. So this is where mine's going to be. And mine's actually going to be located, it's going to be a Jurassic Park house. Who knew?
Shocker. Who knows?
Shocker.
I knew it
I was
gonna
thinking
be
Spider-Man.
I was thinking
but-
Jurassic Park or Marvel. I knew it was gonna be.
But like, it's gonna be, if we could just somehow get rid of that Camp Cretaceous area, or just do it somewhere.
No, how dare you give her a kid protection? What's wrong
Who goes
with you?
there? There's no kids playing there at nighttime. It's a tripping
What's
hazard.
wrong with you?
Anyways, just imagine that's not there. But I think the whole theme of the story of my house was gonna be it's like all the dinosaurs are loose. You're starting off in like the laboratories. Everything's like chaos. Glass is broken. Stuff is all like
That's a hazard
wires.
right there. Glass is broken.
TV
that's a
screens are
hazard.
all frizzy. I don't know, but that's gonna be like raptors popping out of nowhere.
Are they real raptors or are they people raptors?
They're people raptors this time.
Are yours real ogres or fake ogres?
Yeah.
You're
They're real, duh.
he is a real donkey.
Yeah, obviously.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He's
No,
just gonna go find ogre
he's
somewhere.
just gonna go like call up Andre the Giant.
Who's dead.
Oh my god.
So
What's
good
wrong?
luck,
That's not
getting
gonna
a hold.
Yeah.
Good luck getting a hold of him.
He's gonna call. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind. He's gonna call the guy that's from the longest yard, that big dude. Anyways, and there's gonna be scenes where like the scare actors, like these humans, are gonna be like drugged across the floor, like, and then there's like you're gonna walk like by like rooms that have glass, and then put their hands on the glass and blood and stuff and smear
Wait,
it.
so how are they gonna wipe off the blood like when the other people come by? They're just gonna like do a quick
Well,
wipe
a quickie.
down?
They're gonna do a little quickie.
Quick wipe down.
I don't know. It's just part of the. Oh,
No.
hey.
I'm thinking longevity here, boy.
You think
I'm not thinking a one-time thing. I'm thinking longevity.
And then
Thank
you
you.
somehow you enter into the forest, and there's gonna be like the spitting dinosaurs that go that spit water at you.
You know what?
Do that again?
The Dilophosaurus. There's gonna be the
What-
ones
what
that
do they do?
throw up. They're gonna spit. They're gonna spit water at you, or maybe
Like
real
a big one.
acid. And then kind of like the Stranger Things house. You know how is it? What are they called? The Demogorgons? Is that what they're called?
Demogorgons. Yeah.
Demogorgons. How there was that really big one or whatever, that room? It's gonna be like the T-Rex type.
I thought there was only one.
over above you. One big
No,
one.
there were multiple.
There's just one big one. It's gonna be like the T-Rex head just kind of above you, just trying to get
Are they gonna
And,
borrow it from the Jurassic Park ride?
Yep.
Is that the
We're
question?
gonna haul it over.
Yes.
Save
Every
money.
night,
in,
every
between,
day.
in
Save money.
between in between rides, they're gonna
Save money
people
that
go
way, you
through.
know.
That's pretty much it. I also thought about just keeping the Jurassic Park or like the Raptor encounter open later than usual at night.
And then they should allow people to go inside the raptor
You
enclosure.
can actually sit on it.
That's
They-
gonna
They
be
should allow the raptor to roam the park and get scared by people.
See how
It's a
I mean,
scare
you
guys,
zone.
Don't
You
they
guys
do
see that
in
video
Japan or
that-
something?
you guys see that TikTok of the little girl or the kid in
Was in
the
the stroller?
stroller getting scared by the raptor at I think it was like Universal like Japan or something. Scare zone. I'm moving
Just a
over
bunch
to
of
Marvel.
raptors roaming it out around the street.
Moving to Marvel Island.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with like there's a comic series. I didn't really read them, but I kind of know the gist of it. Where there's like zombie the superheroes are like come back from the dead and they're like zombies. So it's gonna be like Captain America, and they're all gonna be like beat up and bloody looking, kind of roaming around. And then you
so
can like
what you're saying is Iron Man's coming back?
he is coming back.
Can confirm in the movies.
Can confirm Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. Go check out IMDb, and then it's gonna have like the villain. You can take pictures of the villains, or just have the villains kind of roaming around like Doctor Doom, blah blah blah, Green Goblin. He already scares me as it is. Oh, speaking of Marvel, Spider-Verse is possibly coming for the next Spider-Man 3 movie. Tom
What about-
Holland,
What about Doctor
Toby.
Strange? What about Doctor Strange?
he's coming too. He's
Doesn't
confirmed.
he have his own movie?
He does have his own movie, the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to favorite house, I'll probably ride the bus on this one and go with Graveyard Games as well. I would put the Universal Classic Monsters in there as like a close second. Scariest part for me in Graveyard Games is when you're walking down that room with the candles, and then all the candles go black, and it's literally pitch dark, and you hear like whispers and stuff going around. Creepy.
What's it? Does anyone know the house where like you're like going through this room and there's like a bunch of like I don't know if there's like people like standing up or something like that, and then like some are scare actors and some
That's,
are like
that was us.
That was us. That was
Was-
us.
What was your favorite house? You said.
it was the most detailed. That's why I remember
It
it.
was a
Okay.
scary house.
Yo, you remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
Really emerges.
We went through a kitchen and we went outside.
Went to the kitchen.
Or was that Stranger Things?
Oh boy.
That was us. All right, Cam.
All right, my turn. So wait, I'll just get my favorite house. I'll do Graveyard Games as well, with Monsters coming in close second. Just to get that out of the way.
No, okay, just so everyone knows, no one told me that we were doing our favorite house first.
Well, I'm just getting out of the way. We all mentioned. Might as well just say it.
Not everybody mentioned it first.
So
Put your
now for
shades
my
back
house. I don't know if they've done this one, but A Quiet Place.
on. Ooh,
They've not.
I didn't even think of. Oh wow.
I was between that and what's it? Get Out, right? With the
I think they had to get out.
I think they
one,
had to
didn't
Get Out house.
They did not.
They did not.
Yeah, oh, okay.
For
Well,
some reason I thought they did.
so yeah, I'm gonna do A Quiet Place. So basically, what it's gonna be like is each room's gonna be different. Like one room's gonna be like a broken down shack, or like you're in the woods, or you're in a house, something like that. But they're the whatever you want to call them, those little monster things. They're already in there, so it's not like.
Ooh.
But they so they're just like roaming around, like in there, like walking around. So obviously this would be if COVID wasn't a thing. So they're just like in there, and if you make a noise, that they almost like attack, like not like touch you with it, but like actually attack you, like if you make a noise. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm trying to stay quiet, but if you make any kind of like, or like they're gonna react like they do in the movie. So instead of like, because
Cool.
in the movie they don't just jump and do it, they react to the sound. Or something light.
I'm gonna bring my own little hearing aid and mess with it. Then
Yeah, so they would jump like that, and then you have like, if they jump, you have like not scare actors, but like actors who play like the good people in the movie, but they come out and they're like all bloody or something, like they fought them off or stuff like that. So that would be kind of my house. Just every room, just kind of like a broken down shack in the woods, just kind of like how it is in the
Cool.
movie.
I like that.
And then that's basically the gist of it. And then moving to Scare Zone, I know that they've had an It house, but I kind of want to make the Scare Zone kind of like, it's weird that Edwards just mentioned this, like the end of the Us house, where there's a bunch of Pennywises standing like in the Scare Zone. half of them are real, half of them are fake, but they all have the balloon in front of them, and the balloon's just waving. So you don't know if one's real, one's not, and then just boom, just scares you. And then
Then they reset.
a bunch of like carnival games are going around. There's creepy like carnival music, all that stuff. I hate clowns, by the way. So
I'd like that. That'd be cool.
Are they gonna put any of the clowns in the sewer things?
That'd be cool.
It'd be cool, but I don't know if it's really possible.
I mean, anything is possible. You just grab your leg as you go by.
How
Take
about
on-
like we'll have our Edward Scare area also. You know where the porta potty was by across from Jimmy Fallon that people would open and get peed on or whatever.
Oh yeah.
We can just put the Shrek outhouse there too.
There you go.
Shrek pop out. We'll put that there too. I added another little idea for you. Awesome. I think based off of all of ours, I think Edwards has the scariest one. I'm not gonna lie.
The fact I'm walking through a swamp is very
You hear behind you.
The
You're down
fact
in the
that
swamp.
the fact that it's a haunted house and at the end they get married says something about it. It's like
Oh,
a ride.
there's a donkey at the end. Okay, the
There's
donkey.
a donkey.
It's like a ride. Like it's like we go through the bad part, need your help, and at the end it's like, we're celebrating. Like, yay,
There's scary ogres. Okay.
Scary ogre.
scary ogre.
It's just.
I think it would be scary
Shrek
in
is
the
love.
live action version when
Oh
they turn
my
into
gosh.
humans.
Yeah. You should make it like the Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Oh no.
Have that be the haunted house. But I think everyone had solid ideas. I wasn't expecting Quiet Place, Goosebumps.
Were you expecting Shrek?
No, I was not expecting Shrek. I wasn't. That was far off. I don't even know. You're like the wild card. I honestly had no idea.
Far into left field.
So yeah, that was a fun episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Halloween's coming up. Our 10th episode is coming up. So leave some comments, suggestions of what we would want to do for our 10th episode. Maybe try to get another face in.
Maybe we're all have a Halloween costume on our 10th episode.
I would.
I like that idea. I like
I like
that.
that.
Hey,
I like that.
I like that idea.
I like that.
Hey, that was a backstage passes. I like that idea.
I like that idea.
Even though I think that video will be in November, we'll do a late celebration, or we could just even do next week. Anyways, what was I gonna say? But yes,
Everyone else.
merchandise is up. Link is in the description below. Go check that out. Christmas is coming around the corner. You can send.
Are we gonna skip Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's important too, right?
I do love Thanksgiving, especially with all the football going to be on. Yep, follow us on social media at Theme Park Bros. We'll put the links here. YouTube, subscribe, Instagram. Pow, 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 spirit.
Pow, pow, pow. Link here, link here, link
YouTube,
there, link here,
Facebook.
down below.
We'll have all.
Make sure to insert it right here on the tip of my finger.
Just put it right on his forehead.
Just blur him out.
Michael's house.
Mike Wazowski.
We'll have Edwards end it off with his little spiel, the bell and the subscription. I like that.
Okay. I have no idea what I did before, but
Click the bell, ring
click the bell to be notified on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you want to support us anyway. Follow us on Instagram. I think we have a Twitter, maybe. I think we have Facebook. We have Facebook, yeah.
Facebook and Instagram is pretty much the biggest one.
Buy a shirt.
YouTube.
Buy a shirt for your dog. I mean, buy a shirt for your cat.
Yeah,
I guess we make pet merch now.
we can.
You get extra small.
Durable, extra small. For a donkey, if you want to.
Yeah.
If you have a donkey.
Yeah, if you want
You have a
to
donkey.
buy merch for the donkey at the end of Edward's house, yeah, feel free.
The donkey.
We should all put our own Halloween Horror Nights houses on a shirt and then sell them. See who makes
That'd be cool.
whoever makes the most sales wins, and we get the permanent spot on our shop.
You can't buy your own shirts.
Universal, if you need
no.
Universal, if you need ideas for Halloween Horror Nights 3031, let us know. We got ideas spitting, especially
Wait.
A-Dog.
Wait, you mean 2021?
30 and 31. 30th anniversary and 31st collab.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the year 3031. I was like, dude, no, you're around.
That's not that far if you think about it. Only 11 years. Oh, 30-30. I was on my math. was just,
Quick
I
quick
thought
math.
20-31.
I meant smart, everybody. Woo! Wow.
But yeah, on that note, my name is
And
Austin.
on that note, you're gonna go take some math classes.
I'm gonna go back and go to school. I'm Austin.
Let's hope the Packers don't do it. They might fire you.
All
Are
right,
you Austin?
I
He's
am
still
Austin. I'm
You're
still
still
Austin.
Austin.
Peace out. I'm Cam.
I'm also Austin.
And I am Braden.
We are the Theme Park Bros. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.